They were dying to get in. Dying to sing. There was a killer in the care. Karaoke King. They were dying to get in. Dying to sing. The karaoke was killer. Friday night was always a filler. They were dying to get in. Dying to sing. There was a killer in the karaoke. They were dying to get in. Dying to sing. The karaoke was killer. Ooh. They were dying to get in. Dying to sing. They were dying to get in, dying to sing in the karaoke was killer.
We hope you enjoyed The Magicians, Dying to Get In by Rachel Lawson. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Blake Fire, the Magician. I am here to entertain you tonight with my assistant, said a tall man in a tux and top hat. I can't see how that is an appropriate introduction in a nightclub, Dr. Alexander, said Blake's assistant coroner Dante. Stop blathering and sing, a voice in the audience shouted. Music started to play. What is this song? Blake asked. Your son Lance chose it for us, just sing, said Dante. Nevermore shall I see your face in this world. I am lost and alone. I miss your smile. You are lost to the world, sleeping in the eternal sleep of death, in your cold grave, Blake and Dante sang. He would choose that, moaned Blake. I kneel by your grave. I feel nearer to you. Even though we are far from each other, between us are life and death, the furthest distance in space and time. I reach in my dreams to see you, Dante sang alone. Come on, sing, snapped Dante. To hear your voice again, I reach out to you in my dreams, only to have you disappear like a wisp. In the wind, you disappear, to return to me nevermore. Blake, looking put out, sang along with Dante. Later. A flock of ravens floats upon the air over their prey, like a looming black storm cloud of gloom. In the later hours of the death of the day, they fight each other for room. In the melee, one is injured, it falls. Blood and gore fill the air. The air is filled with their dire calls. Little did the observers of this carnage care. To them, it was merely a display of the nature of the raven. Upon the hour they fled, they were neither crazed nor craven. They were happy and well-fed. Sang Lance, beginning his turn. I can't see why he gets to sing a good song, said Blake, moaning again. You honestly think The Ravens is a good song? He can't sing to save his life. He's murdering the song, Dante said. Later, Blake's zombie father sang a song called Flesh and Bone with a great lack of enthusiasm. And later, the vampire king and his queen sang their song with such gusto that their friends and family wanted to be in hell rather than be there. Someone in the audience said to them what the ones who knew them couldn't: get a room. In the backyard of Blake and his wife's home, the magicians met again to converse in Blake's office. The desk within it was littered with papers of two worlds. They were notes on cases and coroner's files and the files of the afterlife owned by Blake, the king of the Grim Reapers. Thanks for coming. Did any of you see anything suspicious last night at the karaoke? Blake, who wore a black shirt and pants and his glasses, which he wore off stage, said. Only Max and Astra, said Lance's daughter, who was acting as a sentinel in the audience. The vampire king and queen were offended. Christine! Snapped Astra, the queen to the girl, her cousin. Blake and the others looked awkward. What? They were, said Christine, who was interrupted by her father, who led her out of the room. Blake cleared his throat and spoke. So we have to just wait till the person who is killing people at the karaoke to try to kill one of us so we can catch them. That's about what it comes up as, said Darkstar Blake's dad. Blake thought, what an odd way of putting it. Lance walked into the place he worked at. It was one of the last newspapers in town and was greeted by the last person in the universe he wanted to see: his boss, Lando King. I heard you killed them at the karaoke last night, said Lando. Hi, Lando, Lance said glumly as he walked past Lando, trying to avoid a talk. Lando smelt blood, so naturally he tried to follow Lance and troll him as bullies do. Lance stepped into a printing room, closing the door behind him. Lando opened the door, and Lance was gone. Sorcerers! Grumbled Lando. Looking out the window, he saw Lance at his car being kidnapped. Lando pulled out his phone. Lord of the Dead, he said when he rang Blake, who was in the coroner's office. Why so formal? Blake, the coroner, scoffed. I just saw someone kidnap the necromancer, Lando said. Are you serious? Why would you want to help my son? Asked Blake. I don't need my employees kidnapped, said Lando. People will suspect you of being the Subliminator, no doubt, said Blake. Why aren't you trying to help him? Said Lando. He's a mad serial killer. Maybe divine justice found him, said Blake to his phone. Are you going senile in your old age? You are 1,000-ish, aren't you? Said Lando. Yes and no, we don't age, let alone go senile, said Blake. There was a noise on the phone. What was that noise? Asked Lando. Ah, he's dead. You killed him. Oh well, I suppose he had it coming, said Blake, who was on speakerphone. You found him. You can't be serious, he was your son, said Lando in shock. Calm. Down, Lando, he didn't kill me. I killed my abductor. He was an evil Philistine who hated karaokes, said Lance. Why did he kidnap you? Asked Lando. He wanted to kill someone my family went to the karaoke to bait him to capture him. He liked to kill people who couldn't sing there, so I chose songs nobody would like to sing for them so he would have plenty of bait. Well, what are you going to do with the body? Oh, him. He will be just another victim of the necromancer. And so ended the case.
Flock of ravens floats upon the air over their prey, like a looming black storm cloud of gloom. In the later hours of the death of the day, they fight each other for room in the melee. One is injured, it falls, blood and gore fill the air. Filled with their dire calls. Little did the observers of this carnage care. To them it was merely a display of the nature nature of the raven, upon the hour they fled. They were neither crazed nor craven, they were happy and well fed.